If I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Remember this? Listen to me sing this song, so beautiful and. Now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. Who remembers this? Okay, you get to teach all the others. B flat, please. Well, I'll just do it a cappella, and then we'll go up a half step. If I want to join the choir, oh, sing it with me if you know it. Ready, and. If I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song, so beautiful. And now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. Good. If I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. Do that much. If I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song, so beautiful. And next part, now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. Second part, now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. I feel like Julie Evans. Yes, up a half step. If I want to join the choir and sing. If I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song, so beautiful. And now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. Beautiful. If I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song, so beautiful. And now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. Good. So the other idea is, if I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Then you can breathe. Okay? So we're 2-bar phrases. So it's also for our breath stamina. Ready? Good breath? If I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song, so beautiful. Now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. One more. And if I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. So you did all that in one breath, right? So that's what we're getting to. Second part, now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. Last time. Ready? Breath. If I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song, so beautiful. And now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. I lied. We're going to do one more. But this time on the end, where's the breath? As long as you can make it, I guess. It's 2 parts, right? So beautiful, and then you can breathe, yeah. But this time, on so beautiful, you're going to turn to your neighbor and sing, so beautiful, and because you're telling them how beautiful their singing is. And then on the end, you're turning to the other neighbor when you sing, listen to me sing this song, okay? And you have to sing full in their face. You do. It's who we are, after all. Ready, and if I want to join the choir, I must learn to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song, so beautiful. And now that I have joined the choir, I have learned to sing much higher. Listen to me sing this song. Beautiful. Pat each other on the back there. Good clap. Have a seat. Love it. maybe this is symbolic of, can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. That was symbolic of what we're going to do tonight is learn some new songs. But first, as just a word or two about last weekend, I don't know about you, but I'm still floating up here about the experience, crying. We're still crying. Yes. And we had the audience crying and everyone. It was just gorgeous. I was so proud of that concert, from everything about it and from your faces and from your execution and beauty of sound and blend. And comments are still coming in about how meaningful and how gorgeous the concert was. So brava and bravo. I'm very, 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 very proud and so honored to be a part of this organization and this chorus. Yeah. Yes. Some of you didn't sing the last concert. There is a way that I think you can pay half price. Laura will address this and still get the stream. If you want to watch it, or if you have a loved one, I'll ask her to mention that tonight. So you can still experience it. Some of you are back, David, after not singing last weekend. I'm so glad you're back. I know they were traveling a lot, so you have to take us with you next time you go to Europe. Or just me, maybe just me. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad to see people back that weren't able to sing with us or weren't able to perform. Some of you rehearsed and maybe didn't perform. But all just wonderful. Incredible crowds, incredible audiences too. I don't know that I've ever seen the balcony full after the floor was full. So just wonderful. The update, the Mary Ruth update on my mother is got through the weekend, kind of crazy, but she's doing really well over at Care Partners. She's been at Care Partners for about a week now, and intensive PT and OT, and she's responding really well. And they approved the intensive, like highest level, because she walks 3 miles a day. But usually for a almost 91-year-old, don't tell her I told you her age. They wouldn't necessarily put someone in that kind of intensive, but she's doing great. She was showing off this morning, walking all the way around the gym with the walker. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for all your prayers and thoughts, and the people who sent cards and things. That was really, really wonderful. She hated missing the concerts. She hated not singing. Before we jump in to this, and I hope everybody got their music, I want to tell you, I want to just kind of set the stage for our new adventure together in this cycle. May 10th and 11th, we will perform a concert titled Echoes of the Blue Ridge, Music of Renewal and Resistance. Come away with us on a journey of sound that explores the diverse diaspora of musical cultures that inhabit the mountains around us. Expressions of the Cherokee spirit, the Celtic hopes for a new future, and the voices of the old country in the echoes of centuries past. Featuring High Lonesome, a bluegrass mass by Timothy Sharp and Wes Ramsey, this program will move and inspire with the sounds of lives well lived and often hard won in these sacred hills. So that's my kind of my press release about this concert. You will notice in the repertoire, it will seem like we are definitely going to the church meeting. A lot of sacred, but if you think about, of course, the people who inhabited these hills after the first peoples, after we, got all the Cherokee out tragically. Of course, we need to start with them. That the Cherokee stuff is going to come in more of a solo or two, kind of more as an introduction. I've got a haunting kind of solo that's not very long, that just kind of lets us just sit with that for a minute, before we go into the Celtic and the songs of enslaved peoples and African descendants. like Wade in the Water. And so we will make sure we acknowledge that. But if you think about, the other parts of the culture, this is such a rich area for music. We know that, but I don't know that we specifically, intentionally, that many organizations program that. They might be a roots band, like you might have heard down the hall, which was wonderful tonight to come in with that playing. But to program, what really represents this area. And we can't even incorporate everything on our concert. But you'll see some things are taken directly from the Sacred Harp or Southern Harmony, which was kind of in Ohio and Pennsylvania, but made its way down, of course, came from the settlers. Just like the Celtic Isles, we've got pieces from those immigrants. And so lots of stuff to dig into, as well as this bluegrass mass. Some pieces are secular, as you can see, like I Got a Hog and a Pig is probably not going to be sung in the church. John Wyckoff has really set some nice things in this 5 American songs. We're doing 4 of the 5. Who Killed Poor Robin, Pretty Sorrow, and the Look Up, Look Sarrow, then the Look Up, Look Down. Yeah, I think you're right, Merrick Sarrow. So, I've got them in order. So that's the intro for the concert, and I am working on. I've got some leads on bluegrass bands. I think I've settled on one that's going to be a really good partner with us. And the bluegrass mass is not that difficult either for us or for the bluegrass players, but it presents a challenge that is, I think, unique. It has some nice, really nice choral parts to it, and it's also got like "Do Lord, Oh Do Lord," which I don't think I've sung since Sunday school, maybe. During COVID, we did a video series of what I call the American Songbook, and we did, do your ears hang low, do they drive? Remember that? And because I'm just kind of desperately trying anything that would keep everybody's cameras on and we would sing together. But I also love a lot of those songs. So we're going to start with this, Unclouded Day, arranged by Sean Kirshner. I haven't confirmed it, so I don't want to announce it yet. As soon as I confirm it, I will let you know. I was hoping to have it confirmed today, but I didn't. Unclouded Day, this many of us will know. So again, if it feels really, heavily sacred, there's reasons behind that, because we're celebrating this rich history. If you'll go to page 9 to start, please. Look at what's happening on page 9. So we have it's a basic split. It's not like 3 14 soprano parts. But you'll see soprano 1, soprano 2, alto 1, alto 2, etc. Make sure you find, that's a good place to use your pencil, and maybe not right now, but you can, if you can slip it in, and just put an arrow next to your voice part. Some of us like to do that on each page, because you've got, each page has, 3 measures, because it's all happening at one time. I'd like to start on page 9. I love sight reading. I'm a real lover of sight reading. When you're first sight reading a piece, because you didn't get this music ahead of time, so you haven't been able to listen to anything, it actually gives us this wonderful opportunity. Sight reading, you should make mistakes. The key to sight reading is to keep going and to try to get all the notes that you can, but not to get bogged down, because in this one bar, I didn't do it right. It's more about the flow of it and getting the whole contour of it. So I want us to speak the text in rhythm, starting with bass and baritone. Well, let's all speak the text. Let's see if you can jump in on your part. You'll notice baritone is first in measure 35, With the basses, you got a hard part. So we do have to divide you guys up, and we'll figure that out. Measure 35. And then everybody can see it's tenor 1, yeah? Then alto 1, soprano 2. Yep. Tenor 1 keeps going. In duet is soprano 2, and then soprano 1. You've got some oohs. So let's just speak it and see how we do. Pick up to 35. They tell me of a king in his. So they tell me of. Make sure you get that rhythm right. Ba, ba, ba. 1, 2, 3, and they tell me of a king. Tenor, oh, they tell me of a king. Alto, oh, they tell me of a king. Oh, they tell me of. Oh, oh, oh. Sits upon a throne in the city that is made of gold. 3 and oh, the land of cloudless days, unclouded sky. Oh, they tell me of where the storm clouds rise. Oh, they tell me of an unclouded city. And oh, the land. And oh, the land of an unclouded sky. Rest. Oh, they tell me of a home where the storm's clouds rise. 3 and oh, they tell me of an unclouded day. Good reading. Excellent reading. All right, Jeremy. Let's take, bass baritone. Let's do bass baritone up till where we just finished. Yep, the end. Bass baritone, pick up to 35. 1, 2, 3, and. Oh, the land oh, they tell me. 2, 3. Unclouded sky, what will they tell me of? Big breath. We're going to slow that down. Okay. Let's add tenors to that. Let's add tenors to that. So that's what I would have. All right, baritone and tenor. Pick up to 35. Ready? And. Okay, stop. Let's give tenors a chance. Sorry. Tenors, let's do you pick up to 36. So everybody else try to be reading in your mind, yeah? While we, until we get to your part. Pick up to 36. 2, 3. They tell me Today's about just getting a general idea. Starting with alto 1 pickup, and then alto 2, you come in, pickup 237. 1, 2, 3. Altos, let's do that again. Pick up to 37. 1, 2, 3. Nice. We fixed a lot of things that we did the first time around. Sopranos. Pick up 238 with seconds. How we're going to split the first, we'll do that later. Pick which one you want to do. But let's not do the B natural for right now at the top of 11, last bar. See the B natural to the G, just leave that out. We'll add that back in later. So pick up seconds. Oh, they tell me. And then the first come in on. Yeah. Oh, there we go. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so he's intentionally doing that in a lot of the parts, putting you in seconds again. So we'll learn it. Once again, you got seconds. You're singing here, and first you sing. So second start here, first start here, right? 2, 3. Oh, they tell me. So for everyone, the last bar, be ready for unclouded day. All right, let's give it a try. Would you all stand up, please? Aren't you glad I started with the very hardest part of the whole bunch? Yes. Yeah. Take up with the baritone. Try to hang on to your part. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect, but keep going. Try to get the sense of it. 35, pick up to 35. 2 and go up. They Dynamics. What is your initial dynamic? Page 9.
Mezzo forte.
Mezzo forte. Where? Take it from the baritones. They tell me up. Take it from the baritone there. Tell me up. Oh, they tell me up. Yeah. Again, 35. Dynamics. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They tell me up. unclouded day. So your part may jump around. So at each page turn, you need to know, again, where your part is. Bases, base 2, they just go to the bottom. They just go to the bottom of the page. Go to the bottom. Let's just do your best at keeping on going. But let's all sing together. Chronos. 1, 2. Wait. Right on beat 3. It's weird. No. On the end of 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they tell me all the whole glory of the skies. They tell me all the whole glory. And bass. They tell me all the Stop. Go back to the beginning. Good. Again. Beginning. Get more right. I can hear you're fixing things every time through. It's wonderful. You're such good musicians. You really are. Some of us read excellently. First time you look at it. You are an excellent sight singer. Anne Raven can sight sing like nobody's business. Some of us are really ear learners. But once you hear it, it locks right in. And it's great. All are welcome. But we can also increase our musicianship by looking at the page, by figuring out those leaps, the intervallic distances. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Between the pitches. I mean, the more you read and the more your eyes are on the page, if you can figure out where you're singing, and the rhythms, everything, the better musician you get every single week that you do this. And that's part of what's so exciting about singing in a chorus and playing in an orchestra or whatever you're doing. But for your whole life, your brain can get better at reading and singing. Beginning. 2, 1, 2. Oh, they tell me not too loud. Bass, join. Forte. work. Have a seat. Have a seat. Great. Great, great, great. Look up, look down. Look up, look down. John Wyckoff. Also, there's one place, while you're getting that out, there's one place on unclouded day where it says the unclouded day. The, not the unclouded day. There's one place, that's at least one place, where at least most of the parts, if not all the parts, have the unclouded day. Make sure it's the.
It'll be
The throughout, yep. Yep. No matter what you may hear in the grocery store, if you have the word the before a word, starting with a vowel, it is the. I really have my professor hat on today, my teacher hat. People do, they do that. They say the unclouded, they say the eagle. I'm like,
Are you saying anywhere there's not?
anywhere that there's the word THE before a word that starts with a vowel, it should be the. The unclouded day. Did you not learn that? Good thing you didn't go to UNCA, Jenny, because I feel really bad. Yes, if you have THE, the word the article the, before any word that starts with a vowel, it should be the. Y'all know this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to ask the grown-ups. They know this rule. Okay. I'd like you to we're going to go back and start singing from the beginning on this one, but I want you to first look at page 6, please. This is another piece with basically a 4/4 bar and a 3/2 bar. In this piece, it's labeled 2/2, 2/2, 4/4, same thing. Correct? I mean, for all intents and purposes. But if you'll notice, so everything that comes before page 6 is either piano or mezzo piano. Look and find the forte. Be a little treasure hunt. On page 6, there is a forte marking. See it? The whistle blew. I want the room to explode when you sing that, in contrast to what you've sung all up to that point. This is telling the story of a couple in love. You caused me to walk that lonesome road. This is so very, this is Dolly Parton sitting with her grandmother while her grandmother's on the porch singing the songs from the old country. You know, she says that in her biography. She talks about it. And they were Barbary Allen, and Look Up, Look Down kind of falls into that old category. And it tells the engine rolled ahead, and her true love was killed on the railroad track. So when the whistle blows, that's the signal of her love is about to die on the railroad tracks. I also connect with this song because my grandfather was an engineer on the Georgia-Florida Railroad before Georgia-Florida Railroad got taken over by Georgia Southern Rail line. And Granddaddy would tell us stories of riding the train and riding the rails all night long. With a 3rd grade education, he put enough money aside somehow for 5 grandchildren to go to undergraduate school to get their baccalaureate degree. If that money was not used specifically for that purpose, it went to a charity. My mom couldn't touch it. Her brother couldn't touch it. We couldn't use it for anything else but our college education. So thanks to Granddaddy Bridges, I got to go to school because he so believed in education. All right, so go to the beginning. Each section is telling the story. And it's very plain. We want no vibrato, hardly any vibrato, especially before the forte part. So let's just sing it. You can type read this. Yeah, really slow. 1, 2, 3, and tenor. Real breathy, real whispery tone. That old song. 3, 4, 1. I think I'm even too fast. 4, 1. 2, 3, and soprano. Two, three. Really high tenor, don't go flat. 1. Two, 3, 4, 1. That's right, bassist. And 1. Here's the forte. 1. So we'll slow that down. Mark that. Slow down the last 2 bars. Good reading. Very good reading. Isn't that just good, good. Put that away. We know the name and some of the writings, I hope you know, by Langston Hughes, and what an incredible civil rights movement writer and leader he was. Rosephanie Powell really looked up to Langston Hughes, and she has set several of his poems, and this one, To Sit and Dream, take out To Sit and Dream. I got to watch Rosephanie Powell teach this to a giant room full of college students from all the colleges across the state last fall, and she was riveting. And she's a powerhouse. I think I mentioned to y'all, then I got some special time with her. Oh, I talked about it in the Arise thing that I led a few weeks ago. Rosephanie Powell is probably a little younger than me. She's really, really writing and composing, and she works with her husband. He directs a college group, and she's starting to just blow up internationally. Maybe already did, but even more now. My college students will tell you that she was teaching them her arrangement of Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. And she ended up walking up to the stage and lying down on the floor. And this is like 600 college students. And they were like, where'd she go? She's really small anyway. And she told them the story of what it was like to be on a slave ship, leaving your home. I mean, she went through it, and they were just all, slay. They would say slay. And they'll never forget that experience. And how she brought out the sound of, especially the soprano, she's got this operatic, gorgeous soprano voice as well. And she would sing louder than any of them. Sometimes I feel, she would really just, and they would all be like, okay. And she would do it over and over and over and over again. She's just exhausting. So it was great. So To Sit and Dream. Tempest did this last fall, if you came to their concert. It does have some jazz idioms, which is part of her language too. I wanted to start. Jeremy, let's start in 33. Tenor and bass. You have this repeated short mantra. I reach out my hand to you. I reach out my hand to you. See how it's layering? So let's start there, but with everyone. Here's the D minor sound. Yeah. So with tenor bass, everybody see 33? Starting on beat 2, tenor and bass. And 1. Second tenor, 1. I reach out my hand. I reach out that much again. Bottom of 7, second beat, measure 33. Ready, breath.
reach out my hand to you.
3.
I reach out my hand to
Make sure you put a D on the downbeat and go to the beginning now. Even though it's really soft, it needs to be articulated well. To sit and dream, to sit and dream is how she wants it. To sit and dream. It's a lot like how Moses Hogan specifically wanted Battle of Jericho. Remember his arrangement of Battle of Jericho? We should do that. We should bring that back. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho. He wanted the tenor and bass parts to be that well articulated because he wanted it to sound like a battle, like a battle. Same thing here. To sit and so put the T of sit on the end. 10. Let's just sing. Measure 5. Everybody. Measure 9, tenor and bass. Be ready, but very soft. 3 and 4 and to sit and dream. 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 1. To sit and dream. 4. To sit and dream. To sit and dream. To sit and yeah. Well, the vowel is it's not but it's If you had an O and an E put together, that would be the IPA. Weld. Everybody say weld. Weld. Yeah, let's do I'd like to hear soprano and alto. Let's just work on these parts so we learn them correctly the first time. Measure 13, alto and soprano. And yeah, 3 and 4 and 1. One. Good. Tenor and bass, same place. 13. Measure 13. To sit and re. It's all 16th notes. Ready? 1. To sit and to sit and Can you hear tenor alone? Tenor alone. Measure 13. Ready? And 1. With the basses again. 13. To sit and dream. And 1. To sit and dream. To sit and dream. to learn how to. Good. Next place, square 18, which is measure 18 also. Let's speak this first, speaking the text in rhythm, 3 and 4. Outside our world, outside our world, outside our world, our problem world, our problem world, outside of here and outside our world, of here and outside our world, our problem world. All our problem. Good. Let me have tenor and soprano. 18. Ready? Sing. Yes. Outside our world, up here and now. Ready? Sing and. Outside our Good. One more time. Go back. 18. Careful. 3 and 4. Keep going. Wow, tenors, we're letting it talk a little bit. Alto and bass, 18. Picking up into last beat of 18, rather. Last beat of 18. 2, 3. Very nice. Do that again. End of 18. Outside our whoa. Don't let it whoa. Don't let it get down into in the mouth so low. Ready? Whoa. 2 and 3. Good basses. Baritone. Make sure you get all the way up to the D. Outside our world. I got some baritone, 1 or 2 not singing high enough there. Outside our world. Sing that for me, baritone. And. Yeah, so get enough breath right before that. Everyone, 18, let's stand up, please. Stand up. Learning so much tonight. I'm excited. It's coming along a little faster than I thought. Good. And. Good. Exciting. Go to the beginning. Maybe write it at 4. Write it measure 4. starting in measure 4. I told Jeremy, and I just wanted you to guess. I was just playing a little game. Sorry. Measure 4. The world. That's 16. Let's sing that. Just that bar, measure 7. Gotta hold it all the way out until after beat 4. And 1. To sit and learn about the world. Except we need to be higher. And learn about. Really on the high side of that A. Right on there, 7 and 1. To sit and learn about the outside out. Two. Just like the beginning, very good. And go. little tricky. Wait for me. And 1, 2, sit off and dream. Nice. Have a seat. Good reading, good reading. Very good. All right, next up is going to be wade in the water, but let's do our announcements now. If you want to have that ready. Really. Still on? Check, check.
All right, folks. So I mentioned this in Singer's Notes, but I just wanted to say out loud, congratulations, you all. What an incredible event. Congratulations. I love all of you. Thank you so much. So many thanks also. Thanks to you all for telling your friends, telling your family members. It was cool to be on the live stream and like be chatting with people and be like, oh yeah, Julia, you know, that's my daughter. So that was really neat. Thanks for sending volunteers our way, and thank you for helping set up and break down. I really appreciate everybody making this thing happen. A couple of dates coming up, just wanted to let you all know. We have our next Arise session, which I get to host, so I hope everyone will come. I'll take it very personally. We're going to listen to some up-and-coming trans composers, just thinking about our recent event and kind of how they're using their platform to share things that are important for them. Also, we have our next Vermata event. I think we're the 20th. We like the 20th. Okay, so April 20th is going to be our next Vermata event. And for our board members, you know who you are. We have our next board meeting tomorrow night. It's virtual. So if you forgot about that, that's happening. And speaking of which, if you are interested in volunteering in kind of a more ongoing way, all the way up to and including board service, we have sent around a link. If you're interested in learning more about that, you can just include some information and we'll be in touch if you are interested in learning more about that. It's a fun group. Karen Jordan is our chair. She has pink hair. You can tell how fun she is from the back. We have a great time, and we're learning a lot, and we support this great organization that we care about. So if you're interested, you can talk to Karen, or Genevieve is our governance chair in the back to say hi. Or you can talk to me. We'd love to tell you more about what it means to help lead this organization. Also in Singer's Notes, you probably saw that there's a link to buy access to watch our video that we were able to get afterwards. So if you want to check that out, you can. It's kind of a pay what you will situation. And also save the date for April 13th. Tempest's concert is coming up as well. So we just wanted to get that in people's brains too. And I think that is it for me. Any big questions for the whole group? Otherwise, take 5. Yeah. I believe that's going to be at First Press. Stay tuned. Yes.
And where did you say the next Arise?
Arise will be on the 15th. Yes.
Where's our concert?
Also at First Press. It's a tight squeeze, but we're going to make it work. Everybody will fit, I promise. Yes.
How do we get the link to actually watch the video?
So if you just click purchase on that thing, then I send you a secret link.
Well, I did do that, but I didn't get it.
Okay, well, definitely we'll connect now. Make sure that you found it. Cool. All right. Anybody else for the whole group?
I have one more.
Oh, yes.
So we are coming up June 7th and 8th. We are launching, we are putting on our very first ever Summer Choral Institute. It's going to be a 2-day event. People come in Friday afternoon. We're going to work with a clinician, and also to be announced, but I'm very close to confirming the clinician. We're going to pick a choral work ahead of time. Some of you have been to festivals like this. And there's going to be a couple of different workshops you can choose from, as well as rehearsing with this clinician. So come in Friday afternoon, go Friday evening, and then all day Saturday and Saturday night, do the performance. And that's it. And so I'm inviting, we and the board, we're going to be inviting area church choirs and other choral societies like the Hickory Choral Society. And their whole group doesn't have to come and participate. We're not competing or even performing for each other. We're going to do this as a choral festival. It's going to be downtown. We're going to tell people about hotels and great places to eat. And so I'm really hoping this will be a first year of many in the future. So if you're a member of a church choir, you want to invite your church choir, or if you want materials, we're going to be telling the board more details about it tomorrow night at the board meeting. And following that, we'll be getting materials together. So I'm excited, and the cost is going to be affordable. And if you want to come there and it's a financial stretch at all, then there's going to be help for you for that too. So, question?
Thanks.
7 and 8, June 7 and 8. Just decided we do it on the early side of the summer because a lot of people travel, may or may not be here, but we're getting really excited about it. So this is something Laurel and I have cooked up really last year, and then we kind of punted it for this year because last year, well, anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things get crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm excited. And the clinician is not me, which is also very exciting. But I'm probably doing the workshop on healthy singing for life and some of the effects of what happens when the voice ages. And so in some ways you can mitigate that. You'll be hearing more about it. I just wanted to put it on your calendar and in your brain. So take 5 minutes, please.
Huh? Yeah, we moved in yesterday. Last night was our first Black Mountain night. Such a relief. I mean, it's total chaos in the house, but it's in there. Yeah. That's all. And you're like, oh, it's like my house. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was telling my girlfriend. I was like, it feels weird now. In a month, we'll be like, oh yeah, remember when we lived in this other place? So, thanks for asking. It's super exciting, but it's a lot. But we had 10 people help us move. It was like, I barely lifted anything. I was like, it goes there, it goes there. So it was like, I mean, yeah, it was. Yeah, no, exactly. So I mean, it was really like best case scenario. We were done. We had moved everything by like 1 p.m. Pizza by 2, you know.
Yeah, actually, I was contemplating about it. I wasn't hospitalized. I wasn't staying.
So the only reason I asked is because I remember you mentioned Balsa, right?
Yeah.
So my girlfriend does PR for them.
Oh, really?
So I was just if you needed someone in there.
I looked at all three. Mark Hewitt is who I called. And his wife was dead. He wanted to do it.
I thought his mother. She was non-traditional. He also called her son. So that's why it's your next. You've got a band, and you've got my son-in-law, his next manager. You've got that cousin, is that right?
Well, no, not necessarily. My first choice is actually rap ensemble. They have to be. They're unusual. And if I had Mark Hewitt, that was way worse than
I'll tell you what I'll do. It's coming to a birthday party. We're going to bring it back to this one. He doesn't. I mean, I've said many times, what can you expect to have somebody play the days in the band? He'd have an all-star. He'd have an all-star. He's got a job, you know. So he plays, and in the summers he plays around and he's played a feed and seed with different lineups. But he's always the best musician. He doesn't sing, but he sings. And he can pick up anything. He played it.
I thought I would have as a band.
I said they're traditionally hard to get a hold of, so that's why I thought maybe because she even
If they were anywhere within a price range.
You know, Stacy Clark manages this kid Canyon Range.
well, they're another one. Just like so that's it. So she works for Crossroads Records. She's been there for like 5, 6 years. She knows all the bands on there. So that's why I was like, if you feel like you need people, like I can. She's
Yeah,
so
I think
connected.
it kind of works out with the students. Yeah. I pop up. My head pops up. Why?
I just sort of like decided to sing 3-on-1, not to sing 3 because and like how much for this concert, and I was pretty sure that I could sing 2. Yeah. Okay,
That's great.
I
I heard you. I was like, hey, they stay.
feel like I have an identity crisis because I sing 1 here and I sing 2 in Tempest, and sometimes I don't know what to sing.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll just sing 1 because they're not going to be here. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I will wait.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was sort of thinking. So, okay. Yeah.
All right, let's come back together. Wade in the water. Wade in the water. Here we go. This is a piece that has 45 modulations, which is great. It's got a key change after every chorus. So we're going to start on page 12. Speaking the text in rhythm. It's really the pickup to page 12 if you don't. And this is swung. So instead of 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, it's instead of God's gonna trouble the water, it's God's gonna trouble the water. So everything is swung as a swing pattern, even though it's not written that way. That's how you do it. So would you speak with me on page 12, starting with the pickup? We're going to go from page 12, I think, to the end. Yeah, to the end. Before we start, there is a retard on page 15. And if you look quickly at 79, it measures 79 on page 15. Those are even eighth notes. God's gonna trouble the water. Back to odd tempo. See that? So speak with me at 79. 3 and 4 and 1. God's gonna trouble the water. 3, 4, 2. trouble the water, and God's gonna trouble the water. And if you would sing the opposite of the Rosephone Powell piece, water. Water, not water, for this. Water, water, water. Yeah. Okay. Most of us know Wade in the Water, the basic melody, but let's speak now, pick up to measure 61 on page 12. I don't believe. 1, 2, 3. If you don't believe, then breathe. God's gonna trouble the water. Is following down to Jordan stream because God's gonna trouble the water. And 1. Wade in the water. 1. Wade in the water, children. Wade, wade in the water. Sforzando, crescendo, off 1. God's on a trouble, and 1. God's on a trouble. God's gonna trouble the wall. 2, 3, 4. Trouble the water, and God's gonna trouble the water. Cheek. Good. Singing, page 12. Singing. We have just soprano and alto. Let's do just soprano and alto. Soprano and alto only. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Yeah. So all the little notes are going to be sung by second soprano. Second soprano, the middle notes. Yeah. Even if they, oh, I see. No, let me change that. The middle notes, not the little notes. Little notes. So when altos, when your notes get small, sing them. Let's try that again. Pick up to 12. Middle. Yes. Second soprano in the middle. Pick up to 12. Pick up to page 12. 2, 3. If you out all that time. 77. That was my bad. Ready? 1. God's gonna trouble. 1. Go back to 79. Let's go back to. It's tricky here. God. I'm gonna let you figure it out. Ready? 1. Yeah, good. God's gonna trouble. Yeah, try it again. 79 and 1. God's 2, 3. Trouble and God's good. Bass and tenor. Take up to 12. When you sing, don't believe I've been redeemed. Deemed has to come fast. Bass and tenor, not that. We won't go that fast. 3 and 3. If you don't believe I've been redeemed, God's gonna trouble Two, three, four, 1. Keep going and yeah, be careful on 79. You have the same thing sopranos and altos have. God's gonna trouble. Sing that 1. God's gonna trouble. Yeah, trouble is higher than you might think. You're thinking it's gonna drop, but it's more than it does. God's gonna trouble. Just when you practice that, make sure you learn it correctly. All right, everybody, standing up, page 12. One, two, three. So that would be right in time, those last 2 bars. God's gonna trouble the water. Off. Go to the beginning.
All the places where there's a 4/4 rest, syncopation.
Yeah. We have to be careful that we're not anticipating beats that aren't anticipated. So before we go to the beginning, if you'll look at the bottom of 13, in measure 71, it's on beat 2. It's not ahead of beat 2. 1, way in the water. So just be careful those places because some beats are syncopated. Yeah, and so that happens there, and it happened ahead of that too. 69. Way in the water. So go to the beginning now. Look at page 4, especially sopranos and altos. So you've just done God's gonna trouble the water. Wait, come on and wade in the healing water. It's really clever how Marquez has put this together. And then in 16, you'll see another fun thing. You gotta wade in the water. If I'm in the right key, I don't know. Sing all the solo parts for now. Sing all the solo parts for now. Measure 5. 1, 2, and up. Have a seat. Excellent reading. Excellent reading. Look real quick at I Got a Hog and a Pig. As you are working, know that in performance, we want it to go I got a hog and a pig and a pen, come to feed 'em gone. Oh, needs a pretty little girl to tell 'em when I'm gone, when I'm gone. So if we know that fast. Yes, okay. All right. Excellent. So to get there, we're going to slow it down, of course. So we read it, so we learn it right. Things like the bottom of 4, just going to point out a couple of things. Where it says feed 'em, we're going to close that, just like you would speak it if you were, out on the hog farm out here in Madison County. Feed 'em when I'm gone. Feed 'em when I'm gone. Usually in choral music, we want to keep the vowels open, but we'll do that. So look at page 6 and 7. It gets trickier and trickier as the song goes along. You see what's happening? I got it, right? I got a hog and a pig and a pen. I got a hog and a pig and a pen. Pig and a pen, pig and a pen. So what's tricky is to know when your part comes in. It's a lot of fun. Kind of like a square dance, and one person's coming forward and the other person's coming forward and the other person. So as you're studying it and listening to it, just put your marks in that help you remember when to come in and be accurate. At the beginning, when the altos have at the bottom of page 3, if I had a needle and a thread, fine as I could sew, and then sopranos join, I'd sew my true love to my side, and down the road I'll go. So where the 16th fall, we also need to be really accurate because they're not always the same. Like down the road I'd go. Yep. Corn to feed 'em on. Yeah. So it looks simpler, I think, than it really is, but it's a whole lot of fun. Basses, you've got big jumps. Ba, ba, be, ba, ba, I mean, it's kind of the melody for everybody, but just wanted to point that out. There is on Pretty Saro, a baritone solo. If anybody wants to look over that and prepare it, we'll have a chance to audition for that solo. That'll come from the chorus. Next week, I'm going to talk and we'll work on I'll talk about and we'll work on High Lonesome. But that's going to be a wrap for tonight, and I appreciate all your good sight reading. Get to work, and thank you all for being here. I'm very excited about this concert, and we'll give you more information in our email. So thanks, everybody.